Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm an executive job search and leadership coach and the head coach for JobSearch.Coaching.HQ.com. And I thought I would use a story today in order to demonstrate a point. And it's called The King's Fable. And I want to give Keith Rosen I just want to make sure I give you the right address. I believe it's keithrosen.com. Credit for sharing this story. It's marvelous. So the story goes, as most of these stories do, once upon a time there was a wise and noble king. The king lived a happy life with his beautiful wife, and then only a few years after their marriage, his wife became very ill and sadly died soon after. Unfortunately, this tragedy occurred before having children, leaving the king to rule the kingdom alone without his wife beside him. He was devastated by the loss, but he stayed true to his commitment to rule with honor and take care of the people in his kingdom. But the love of his wife was so strong he could not bear the thought of ever marrying again. So as the years passed, having no children of his own, the king knew the time would come where he'd have to find the right man who would take his place as king upon his death. And there was no bloodline and no son who could rightfully take the throne. He called upon the people of the kingdom to help him find a suitable heir to the throne. The king knew there would be a test of some sort that would help identify the most promising candidate. So one day, as the king is taking a walk throughout the countryside, he came across a huge sinkhole that was so large that you could fit at least 2 football fields within it. Suddenly he thinks to himself, I've got it. I know the test that would help me identify the next king. And with that, he quickly returned to the castle to share his ideas with his advisors. The next day, the king issued a decree throughout the kingdom. Come one, come all. In 3 weeks' time, those of you who feel worthy enough to take my place will meet in the town square to demonstrate why you are the one who should be the heir to the kingdom. So the day finally arrived, and it seemed like thousands of people traveled for miles to reach the town square from every corner of the kingdom with the dream of being chosen as the heir to the throne. The king took these people out to the countryside to show them what he had found. And then he asked this question: what should I do? And he then said, this is the question that if you answer correctly will earn you the rightful place as our next king. What should you do? So after several days and hundreds of responses later, no one had yet to come up with the right answer. So repeatedly, the king would hear the same type of responses. Fill it with rocks and dirt. Fill it with water. Build a bridge over the sinkhole. Build a wall around it. Put warning signs around the sinkhole. Make it a graveyard. Leave it be. Camouflage the sinkhole to protect us from our enemies. While some of these may be interesting ideas, none were the correct answer. So the king became discouraged, wondering if anyone was capable of thinking and acting like a successful king. As the number of candidates started to dwindle to the remaining few, it was time for one young man to answer the king's question. A poor farm boy from the countryside who was ridiculed by those older and wiser than he, even considering the possibility of becoming king. So, the king began with a disheartened and skeptical tone, what shall I do? The young man hesitated for a moment and then responded with, why do anything? And suddenly the king's mood changed. He looked at the young man and asked with hope, why? When everyone else advised me that what I could do with the sinkhole, why are you the only one not to advise me at all, nor tell me what I should do? Why do you come to me with only a question? And then the young man responded by saying, because I cannot answer your question, my king. I don't know your why. until I understand not just what you want to do, but why you want to do anything about this sinkhole and your intentions behind it. Only then can I advise you to create your desired outcome, even if the proper course of action is to do nothing. So folks, this was the magic answer. So instead of telling the king what he could do, this young man simply asked the king one question, a simple question. It's so powerful and overlooked. Why? After all, how can you align and collaborate effectively with others if you don't understand their motivations, intentions, reasons, beliefs, why it's important to them? And I'll simply say that for you, for this young man, it was the right answer. It was the answer that basically said, that allowed him to become king. And the wise people said, why this boy? To which the king responded, I never wanted to fix anything. That was not my intention. Everyone came to me with a solution to fixing what they assumed was a problem that needed fixing. They never took the time to uncover and understand my why or my desired intention and point of view. This young man was the only one who was insightful enough to seek out my intention and uncover my reason. So, for you becoming a leader, you have to understand what your people want and expect from you and why they want it. When leading a team, you have to develop an inspired, shared goal and vision. They need to understand not just what they need to do. Managers do that. But to lead, you need to give them the sense within themselves as to why they're doing something. And ideally, that comes from within rather than through motivation, through inspiration rather than motivation. Inspiration is that quality within us. Motivation is that behavioral thing that says we will get X number of responses if we do such and such. So just to conclude, in this fable, for you leading groups of people, why? Why do you want to do something? Why should they do something? And can you create a shared vision for your group? Hope you found this helpful and have a great day.